Alright, what's up y'all? Today we're here with week 9 of the PCP Pokemon Community Players. I said that all giddy and shit, so you know it's going to be a good battle. But I go against Tim. Tim has he has quite the team of Tapu Lele, Mega Scizor, Garchomp, Arcanine, Suicune, Pyukumuku, Type Null, Spiritomb, Comfey, Ariados, and Jinx. So immediately you can see he has the possibility of Tapu Lele plus Webs, which is just fucked up. I don't know if I can deal with that. And he just has a bunch of threats, man. Like, honestly, on paper, I think Tim actually has the best team, especially with that web support. That's just fucking crazy. Yeah, he just has so many things. I had Mega Scizor last year. It's one of my favorite Megas. It's such a good Pokemon in Draft League format, and it's not hard to live those HP fires. So basically, I decided to just bring some offensive shit, and basically 5 offensive things, and then a Alomola, and hope for the best. So, as you can probably tell by the title of the video, I needed Timid KARTANA to work again. The season's almost over. I'm running out of games. I need it, you know? I need a Kame to got killed, you know? That's what it's there for. And, I feel like this was a good week. Seeing as how it does just kind of sweep his team, I think it's definitely going to be the week to do that. Now, if you're not aware of the spread, watch my game versus Hobby. I actually going to go into detail and explain it in there, but basically, to get the Beast Boost on the speed side, you just have to make your attack 1 point lower than your speed. Now, KARTANA does hit pretty respectable speed, so that means basically I'm at like 108 attack, which is kind of crazy seeing as how the 181 is a lot, but it actually doesn't seem to matter too much, especially with the Fightium Z to help me break things such as Garchomp if necessary, mainly Mega Scizor, and Arcanine. I believe if he doesn't intimidate me, I can kill it at +2, even if he's max defense. So that'll definitely help out, as well as the Type Null. That thing could be bulky as fuck. Yeah, it's just good to have something to wall break through and still get my Beast Boost. So we got the Smart Strike just for stab. Same with Leaf Blade, even though he has like 4 water types. Not really. Well, he had at one point, I think he literally did have 4 water types, but he's traded most of those away, making some changes. But Suicune, Pyukumuku, Garchomp, stuff like that. Leaf Blade definitely. And Sacred Sword just for everything else, including Scizor, and then, you know, Fightium Z, obviously. Max HP will allow me to live like a Fire Fang from Garchomp, but definitely not a Fire Blast. That ain't happening. And I've seen him actually run Z Fire Blast on Garchomp, so I do have to watch out for that. But I would expect probably just like an offensive rocking set, maybe like Sash or something. So that's kind of what I'm predicting for Garchomp. But this thing should be able to just clean up his team if I can get rocks up and weaken a couple things. Now this is going to be the Tapu Lele counter, which is just a Wish Protect knockoff Scald, max specially defensive Alomola. Now if he brings any variation of any psychic move, I will not be 2-hit KO'd, which is fantastic. I actually did have Sigilyph. What the fuck is a Sigilyph? Jesus Christ. Sigilyph on this team just to help with because he does bring Sub Calm Mind Lele, which is actually a pain in the ass. If he does bring Sub Calm Mind Lele and play it right, I'm forced to sack at least 2 Pokemon. So that sucks. Luckily, he's easily revenged by either one of these 2 guys, but we'll see. So basically, you know, just max Def, pass those fat wishes into everything, just like we did last game, and hopefully I can not get set up on. Basically, looking at the calc, if he's straight offensive, with 8 investment in attack, I'm guaranteed to break his sub every time with knockoff. So I felt a little bit better with that going in, so I just stuck the 8 in there, and then I took off Sigilyph and to replace it with something else. I don't even remember. It was one of these 2, but who knows. So that's pretty much that. It's just there to be annoying, wish, switch out, get Scald Burns, knock off items. If I can knock off Tapu Lele's potential Choice Scarf, that would be dope. We'll see though. Then we have Victini. Last time I played Tim, Victini put in nothing but the finest of work. I believe it got 4 out of the 6 kills. on predictions with like Energy Ball and Glaciate, and then of course V-Create for Scizor and shit. But it's always funny trying to build a like a specially offensive Victini. Like most of the time, even with slim to no attack investment, V-Create is going to be doing more than Blue Flare does. So this started out as a special Victini, and then upon running calcs, I realized that fuck it, V-Create just works, and I just put enough special attack, even though he is Jolly and it's a minus special attack nature. With the 84 EVs, I am able to 2-hit KO Garchomp with the Glaciate. So this is going to be my lead. It'll tell me if Tapu Lele is Scarfed. I can U-turn out on whatever. I am Sugar Berry, so I can live a Earthquake from Garchomp, which is rather being like Naive or Hasty, because basically I didn't want to take a Hasty or Naive Earthquake or Psychic move, and this thing is kind of a half-assed check to both Garchomp and Tapu Lele. So I figured it's better to lose out on a little bit of power than it is to not live a hit and then this thing just die completely. That would fucking suck. Bolt Strike for Suicune, as well as Pyukumuku, and I just didn't. The best way to beat Pyuku is to bring Taunt or Sub. I just didn't have enough room on this set. Like, Victini can't kill everything on the team again. Like, it did that last game. It's somebody else's turn. Let's let Akame do this, you know? Then we have Birder, which is just the Rocky Helmet classic. I pretty much bring the same set every week on Birder, honestly. The one week I didn't bring Max Attack, I couldn't 2-hit KO Porygon 2, so I was kind of forced to learn my lesson there. But I got Toxic, just for all his bulky-ass mons, Rapid Spin, just for webs and whatnot, Close Combat for Stab, and then Rest, just to make sure that even if I'm just sending this in to get an Intimidate and Rocky Helmet damage, at least I can stay healthy, and I can get chip damage on Scizor. That's all this thing is for. Rapid Spin, chip damage on Scizor, potentially a Toxic on like Pyukumuku or Suicune or Arcanine or something, but basically, I'm just going to try to keep this thing around as long as possible, because that Intimidate is nice versus his team. Yeah, that's Birder. Then we got Diggy Smalls, who is just Focus Sash, Arena Trap, Adamant, because after, not Rocks damage, but after like a U-turn from Beedrill or something, if he is defensive, I will be able to kill him with the Adamant Earthquake, his Arcanine of course. I'm predicting defensive Arcanine, but offensive Arcanine can put in just as much work too. I hope he brings offensive, because then Earthquake kills with no prior damage necessary, and if I let him take out something, then I can just bring this guy right in. He's trapped, I can set up rocks potentially, whatever. Memento is just to aid with the Akame sweep, so if I am in versus like, I don't know, probably not Suicune, because he'll probably have HP Fire, but if I'm in versus like Type Null, or, I don't know, something that I don't expect to have fire coverage, like maybe even Mega Scizor, then I can just Memento and start setting up with Akame. That'll be nice. We got Toxic, just as one more thing that can deal with Pyukumuku, as well as Suicune. Because Suicune doesn't really give a shit about Dugtrio's Earthquake, honestly. If he brings Crocoon, which is just I'm sure most of you know, but for those who don't, Crocoon is Rest, Calm Mind, Scald, and Sleep Talk Suicune with max defense, max HP, and it's basically impossible to take down, because it just keeps resting, you can't Toxic it just keeps boosting, you get Scald burned, and next thing you know, your counter is no longer a counter. So, if I could, Memento on that, or get a Toxic off on it, even though will probably have Rest, just to whittle it down a little bit, so that a Bolt Strike or possibly a Leaf Blade will take it out. That'd be nice. But that's about all this guy's good for. And then we got LB, which you're looking at this. the EV spread just made me laugh. Like, I literally LOL'd. Like, you heard it. I'm recording. But the fastest thing on his team is the Garchomp, I believe, right? 102. Yeah, Garchomp. So I need 32 EVs to outspeed Garchomp, and I kind of think that or Lele would be Scarfed to be able to outspeed this, but I don't know. He's run Scarf Garchomp with Stealth Rocks before, so maybe that'll be a thing. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, literally just need 32 speed EVs to be able to outspeed a Garchomp, and then I was able to stick the rest in HP, which will just help me live attacks a little bit better. And yeah, I feel like at this point, Bulky Beedrill has become quite the standard Shaden set. because it's just so fucking fast that I end up with all this extra EVs, and you just stick it in there and it lives hits, man. Like, I think this guy lived, what was it, +2 Aquajet versus Hobby a couple weeks ago, and that shit was just insane. It lived on like 2%. I fucking love Mega Beedrill. LB is my boy. But with Adamant, I am guaranteed to kill pretty much everything except for Scizor, but that is the reason that I have sub SD, is so that if he brings in Pyukamaku or Scizor or something like that, I can set up a sub, I can SD, and I can U-turn and actually start doing some real damage to that. Even though it is going to be resisted, Adaptability Adamant at +2 is not going to fuck around. And you're probably wondering, like, why would you run Swords Dance with U-turn? People do it on Scizor all the time, okay? I do it on Scizor all the time. It's a set. Fuck off. But that's going to be the team, so we will jump right into the battle, you know what I'm saying? So here we are with the battle, and as you can see, he did bring a team of fucking threats. On my little notepad, I had inscribed that he would either bring Pyukamaku or Suicune. I am not prepared for both of those things. I have to play super carefully around the Suicune because, like I said, if he's Crocoon, I'm probably just fucked. And if I don't have something in the back at all times, Pyukamaku can just stall out literally my entire team. So that'd be fucked up. So again, my dedicated lead is Victini. I'm expecting a Garchomp lead so he can just get rocks up and then possibly start doing damage. I'm Sugarberry. I can live the Earthquake. Let's see what happens. He leads with goddamn Tapu Lele. I lead with Scizor. Now I have the Psychic Terrain up. I'm also a Psychic type, if you didn't know, which is nice. But I don't have Psychic coverage, so shit. But if he's offensive, V-Create kills here no matter what. Does like 150%. It's too strong. So figuring him to probably be Scarf and just want to get a Shadow Ball or something off, or just to, you know, be able to hit hard from the beginning, I just go for the U-turn, just predicting him to switch out. It does a solid 20, and I should have calced, but I didn't. And then as soon as I saw this, my heart sank all the way down to my dick. My heart and my dick are just hanging out in my pants at this point, getting all chummy with each other, and I'm scared. But I'm like, you know what? It's okay. I have the knockoff. I'm prepared for this. I don't have Sick Lift, but it's okay because knockoff will break the sub. Calm mind. Yep, there it is. I'm still scared. Knockoff didn't break the goddamn sub, and I just poop everywhere. Shit my pants. Fucking scared. I'm about to get swept by a Tapu Lele. Luckily, he doesn't have rocks up, so I can't at least break the sub or something with Scizor. I mean, with Dugtrio. But he actually I think he should have gone for a sub there rather than what did he do? Hold on, let's rethink this. So he Psyshocks me, and I knock off his leftovers. I think he should have subbed there or here. He definitely should have, because it would have forced me to sack 2 Pokemon. But now I can go and revenge with LB, and again I have to play weird around Scizor because it's very good versus me. So I didn't want him to get a free switch into Scizor on my Poison Jab, which kind of sucks because U-turn was a roll to kill, and Poison Jab was a guaranteed kill. But I couldn't have him just going hard into Scizor and then me losing that 1v1. So I just U-turn. Thankfully we do get the roll. Go right back into Konnichiwa to bait out the Garchomp. But he does not do that. He goes right into Suicune. So I thought maybe he'd be a Scarf, but if he was, I'd live. He's not. I can just go right into Birder, who is really my only switch into this, thanks to his natural Spadef. And we're not fucking around, you know? So it brings out Scizor on my predicted Toxic, which was an obvious play, but it's all I could do. But I do get the chip damage off on Scizor. Everything's fine and dandy. He brings in Arcanine, and I close combat, and I do 50% after an Intimidate, which is goddamn ridiculous. This thing is super offensive, possibly even, like, I think it's Hasty is the minus defense nature, might be Naive, I don't remember, but he might be a mixed set or something, like maybe like a Scarf, I don't know, but I do know that he's at half. I have a Rocky Helmet, I have a decent amount of HP left. If he wants to Willow me, that's fine. I'm just going to fire off another close combat, or I think I fire off a Toxic if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, I couldn't let this thing, but he just Flare Blitzes and takes all that recoil. Jesus Christ. So he took so much recoil that he's now at, it won't tell me now, but I distinctly remember it being at 9.9. So he's in range to die from another Life Orb go. If you look, he was hurt by the Rocky Helmet, the recoil, and then lost some of his HP, so he's Life Orb. I don't know if Life Orb on a recoil-inducing Pokemon is the smartest move, but it worked out for me, so fucking A right. And then I go into Dougie here, and I click Stealth Rock, and I click Earthquake, and then I immediately unclick, and I'm like, hold on. He's at 10%. He's gonna die, no matter what. So he's probably gonna Extreme Speed me. If you Flare Blitz is good on him, he has the potential to burn me, and that would fucking suck. But regardless, here I'm getting up rocks. He does E-Speed, and I live because of my 24 defensive investment. Don't even have to go to my Sash, and I get the rocks up. That's good to go. Now I switch out and go into a Kame as he bullet punches, which, oops, he probably could have U-turned there and helped out a lot. But at this point, if I was, you know, obviously I'm offensive, I'm adamant. An Earthquake would have fucking hurt this Scizor. I don't know if he's offensive or defensive at this point. I can calc the damage, but I'm not going to do that. But I do know he's a Scizor, so even if he is offensive, he's going to be bulky. So I figured I'll just go out to a Kame, and then I'll just Swords Dance, and we'll see what his reaction is. He knocks off, which pretty much shows me that he was either predicting Victini, or he doesn't have superpower. Now, so he's shown U-turn. His only hazard removal on his team is the Scizor, so he's pretty much guaranteed to have defog. Then he's going to need Bullet Punch, of course, and then the third move, as he just shown, the fourth move is going to be Knockoff, so he does not have superpower, which pretty much tells me that I'm free to set up all over this thing. So he does switch out into the Vaporeon, as I do reveal my Z move. I couldn't have him stay in and me not kill, and then he'd get more damage off of me, and then able to, you know, kill me with like Rocky Helmet and whatnot. Rough Rocky or Innards Out and shit. So he's in with Scizor again, but I know this thing can't do anything to me, and I believe I just SD again? Yeah. So he's just trying to like bait me to take Rocky Helmet damage as well as Innards Out damage, but I'm not falling for that shit. You can't pull a fast one on old Shaden. So he just switches out and takes some very crucial rock damage. I Leaf Blade, it does 27% times 4 resisted, which is still pretty crazy. And then just in case he did want to switch into to what's his nuts, I just Smart Strike there, just so I wouldn't kill him with Leaf Blade, so that way I didn't take the Rocky Helmet, as well as the Innards Out from full. Then I could probably just take the Rocky Helmet and then pick him off next turn and take like 5% from Innards Out or whatever. So I'm looking pretty good. I'm at 3 attack, 2 speed. Good to fucking go. He doubles back out into the Pukemaku. At this point, I don't really care. I just Leaf Blade, and I fucking live on 2%. Let's talk about how crucial this live is, right? So, Akame is, at this point, it's not like sweeping. I guess it's sweeping. Well, it's sweeping, you know. But if you wouldn't have switched it on rocks one more time, maybe even the 2 times, it probably would have killed me with the Innards Out, because I believe it is double the HP that you have, or maybe it's equal to the HP that you have. I don't know. Either way, that rocks damage mattered, because that clutch 2%, even though I am max HP, which definitely helped me out a lot, that's a clutch live on 2%, man. Like, I don't know if I should have lived that. It might have been, I don't know, but I think I owe it all to the rocks damage, so thank you, Dougie, for doing that for me. I appreciate that. And he goes into Garchomp, and I know he has rough skin unless he's, what's it called? Z Sandstorm, then he would be Sandbale, but he's not. He's Rocky Helmet. I just Leaf Blade, I get the kill, and Akame picks up pretty much the whole win for us. It does die in the end, which kind of sucks, but Akame's got a kill. That's what she does, you know. Came in, Leaf Bladed some shit, danced with some swords, struck at all the smart places, and it just had a real good time, you know, and I'm completely satisfied with this. I really wanted a timid SD Kartana sweep, and you ask and you shall receive. Good game to Tim. Fucking Subcall Mine Tapu Lele almost fucked me in the dick. I'm pretty sure my heart and my dick are like best friends now, so at least I have you to thank for that. But yeah, man, it was, I don't know, it was a good game. It was pretty stressful, but I do take the W, and we are standing tall at 8-1 with 1 game left in the season versus Nathan. So it'll be a good one for sure. I got some stuff planned for him as well. So with that, I will see you guys in the recap, and that should do it. Bye forever.